Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Hello, everybody. Something was put on my chest today, and I feel like releasing it out. I'm not gonna hold it in for nobody, so I'm gonna release it out. So feel free to come in, go as you please. If you don't know who I am, I'm Zaza Mambo-ish. I'm a cosmic real witch for real. But I like to be called a healer because that's what witches are. We were the first medicine woman. We were the first doctors. We were the first demon slayers when it came to possession and things of that nature. I've realized a lot of people have misinterpreted the very complex and the very confused and baffling English language. Now, this talk is not going to be for everybody because when you're talking about spirituality, you're going into some deep information. So feel free to go and come as you want. I am just going to do what I do, which is feed the nations the truth. In our movies, in our TVs, they show the witch as the archetype of something bad. For all of you who don't know, archetypes are basically the characteristics that the humans have within their potential to becoming God. This is why they program our minds and our bodies and our feelings to live in fear. Because once we learn to accumulate, to learn to communicate, to learn to adjust and deal with not only our angel side, but our daemon side. Now, do not get confused daemon with demon. Daemon are basically, because listen, you guys, I understand things on like an elementary level. So I don't like to confuse shit. I mean, I give props to all people who have knowledge, written knowledge, and have studied written knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like King Stoney 3.0. What up? But I look at things a little bit more elementary, and I weave everything within one base, which is what some people call source, some people call God, some people call Jesus, some people call the infinite all, the forever expanding universe. Once you reprogram your mind to change up these false programming, that the false principalities of human earth, you realize that everything we've been told is a lie. Okay, what's up is down. What's bad is good. So when I call myself a witch, sometimes people wouldn't take it as something good, but in my opinion, the definition of your words is your life, your monopoly. So one man's definition is going to be very different from another man's definition of just one word. This is where we get into the Tower of Babylon, where the gods purposely confuse the masses by making all of the masses speak different languages. We have Hotep mother suckers. We have the 5%er mother suckers. We have the witches. We have the warlocks. We have the demons. We have the angels. Fist and fire to all who's coming in the room. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you don't feel or understand this information, I would ask you not to put any negativity in my space. And if you feel I need anything, then why don't you just pray for me and move on and stop putting your demon-like comments into this witch's holy divine space of growth and expansion. You see, this woman here, I'm not going to even give her glory and speak her name, but there are many individuals like this woman in my room right now. Instead of moving on to the next derelict video or the next unthinking video or the next video that is supposed to keep you confused, keep you lost, keep you a slave, she's decided to speak her madness in my room, and she will learn by the end of the day, you do not disturb the sanctuary of a real bloodline witch. I don't play witch, baby. I am, and you'll feel it by the end of the day. Have a good day and move on if you don't like the content. Now, as you move forward within this realm of what a lot of people call magic, okay? Some people call it magic. Some people call it God power. Some people call it the good luck, bad luck. Even some religious people call it the anointing of Jesus Christ. But as the witch I am, who's done the studying and the due diligence work of not only tapping into my inner magic, but learning as much as I can about as many different religions as I can, I have come to the conclusion that all religions lack one thing. Hear me now. I'm going to go slow for my students in the back who's never listened to a real bloodline witch. Now, when we're getting into the realm of being God-like, what religions fail to acknowledge and perform daily within their task of what I call, prophecy, is that the unity of it all. Because Catholic will say they're better than Baptist. Baptist will say they're better than Pentecostal. Pentecostal will say they're better. Pentecostal will say they're better than the 5%ers. The 5%ers will say they're better than Muslims. All of these religion as a individual self, as some would call a self-supremacist, some would call a Luciferian, which again is using words that have been created to confuse us, that's been created to keep us in lies and dimensions of selfishness instead of selflessness. These TVs, these videos, this music, they are all being performed on the false personification of wrong information. I should say right information being twisted into wrong information. They tell you witches is bad, but witches are the individuals they went to when people were sick. Witches are also the same people they went to when there was an overruling demon within one human body, and they wanted that body to be more balanced, to be more defined. When you start doing your homework on this enlightenment journey, yes, you go through this God body of love and light. But as you continue down the rabbit hole, my beautiful beloveds, whether you're a warrior or a sleeping zombie, please, sleeping zombie. A great definition of sleeping zombie is someone coming into somebody else's life and telling them they need Jesus. You're a sleeping zombie, baby. I'm sorry. I don't speak sleeping zombie. I am a God. Hear me now. I am absolute. Hear me now. And I only create what I choose to create. And I only acknowledge what I choose to acknowledge. So when you realize on this enlightenment journey, there's a rabbit hole that you go in when you reach a certain path after your love and light lessons. Because come on, guys, life is balance. Life is about the dark and the light. And very similar to the symbol or to the statue of the Baphomet. Everything is symbolism, from the Bible to the symbols of the statues. You'll see in the picture of the Baphomet, it is a human man with I believe a ram's head, and he has a lot of symbols on him, and one hand is up and one hand is down. This is all symbolism. They're giving us the true information of ancient information, but they're mixing it up and putting it in parables, putting it in confusion, switching it up so you don't get the true information. This is why in my day, in the 70s, they were giving out great information of knowledge through the movies, really strong, really hard, like The Last Dragon, like Thundercats, you know? But nowadays, they are putting the information in our children's programming so deep, it's really hard for our kids to actually understand the enlightened information and the story of who we are and what we are within the programming. So please understand that some people will take witch as something negative. But if you do your due diligence, you will understand that witch is just an English confusing word to explain, to detail what we do. Me as a witch and a healer, I believe the definition of that is tapping into my inner magic, tapping into all my chakras and aligning them so hard that even in poverty, even in loneliness, even in confusion, even in backbiting, even in spell work and curses being thrown at us, because we stopped thinking of us as I am long time ago. We are a collective, because I am only broken pieces of my mind that this world has chopped up, and this enlightenment journey assisting me with gluing those pieces back together and being okay with who I am. All right. Yes, some people do call it demonic. Let's chat about life. They do call it demonic. But then demonic is what humans are, isn't it? Demonic is disagreeable motherfuckers who are never happy no matter what. I know plenty of people who have cursed not reaching their goal. And when they reach their goal, they're not happy. They're still unhappy. They still feel half. They still stress out about the things that they don't have. Your hell and your heaven is your mind state. And when you realize hell and heaven is not a place that you're going to, but it's a place that is existing right now in your human life, what Neo from the Matrix call the illusionary world. You guys remember that scene in the Matrix when he was in a Matrix car, and I believe he was in the car with Trinity, and he just met Trinity, and Trinity, I believe, was the goddess who was supposed to teach Neo some dark side of things. But she was considered to him just one of the Zion society members. They were in the car driving, and they showed us a scene of the stores and society. And Neo was just sitting in the car. And this is what happens to you when you go through enlightenment. You get into a dark space when you realize that what you've been told, what you've been programmed, what you've been raised has been false, has been a lie. And you'll sit in this black car, what some people call chaos, some people call hermithood, some people call isolation. And you're watching people run around. Like, I do it all the time. Like, seriously, I watch people move, and they are moving so fast that they are not really experiencing the true essence of life. They're stressed. They're worried. It's go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, yo, even people who go to the gym, who go to church, who even go to the trails. Look, you guys, I have climbed some of the highest mountains in Hawaii. And even on the trail roads, people are moving fast through these trails. They're not connecting with nature. They're not feeling the air. They're not taking deep breaths. It's just, okay, let's do trails. Okay, let's go to church. Okay, let's go to work. Okay, let's pay the mortgage. They have programmed us to make sure that we don't get into our internal feelings. This is why a lot of us go through soul ties and twin flames and psychic twins, mayhem and unbalanced chaos. As a healer, I believe there's two types of chaos. There's high vibrational balanced chaos, and there's low vibrational chaotic unorganized chaos. And until you learn to move that energy into a balance, into a rhythm, into a ebb and flow, you will forever be lost. You will forever be confused. You will forever be wanting, needing, yearning. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Sorry, you guys. I'm very, very blind, so I can't really see. I'm not understanding your question, Frisky. Can you detail more what you're asking me? Because I'm not understanding what you're asking me. Because, to be honest with you, I love both males and females. I also love animals. And I also love down on a couple of trees when I can. So, If you break down a little bit more of the ting you're talking about, then I can elaborate you and maybe ignite a fire in that dark circle of a flame you call your soul. All right? I'll be waiting for your answer. Now, as you move forward in this enlightenment journey, because my channel is for Warrior Collective, it's for the love and light teachers who realize that there is a point on this long journey of love and light that you will get into a rabbit hole. Very similar, you guys, to Alice and Wonderland. Listen, you guys, I learned a lot of my magic and who I was through movies, through pictures, through music. So my understanding of magic, of tapping into the best you, of how the Hendricks say, as the Hicks say, tap in, tune in, and turn on. You know, they're talking about magic too, but they interpret that information on how to tap into your inner you on a different level. You guys, you should really check out that couple. It's an old white couple called the Hicks. And what they did basically for their older age is travel around the world, where the husband was the editor and all his wife did was speak about what she knew. And people would pay to listen to them, and then they would post their information. I believe they're called the Hicks family. And she had a saying she would always say that always resonated in me. You have to tap in. You got to tune in. And then you got to turn on. You know what I mean? Everybody is going to have a different perspective on how to be the best you can be. How to be a God body and God mind. Until you release the self-righteous notion of, no, what I believe is right and what you're believing is wrong, you will never be able to get to an adult level where you are open to everything, but at the same time, self-reliant in standing in your own square, even if nobody else understands or comprehends that square that you're standing on. Too much ego is put into this love and light. It's very similar, to the burp God's affirmation. It's very similar to the TikToker, teeny bopper conscious community. Yes, they say they're giving you a message, but at the same time, cha-ching ching, cha-ching ching, cha-ching ching, they're charging you a fee for that message. And that's okay, because to be honest with you, life is about making money, but as a witch, I can stay home and make money, because not only angels work for me, but so does the demons. Because I'm a bloodline witch, and for all you people who don't know what a bloodline witch is, it is an individual that was raised in magic. Your mother's mother, and even sometimes your father's father's father have practiced some type of, and here's another word to describe a witch, indigenous magic or indigenous practices. Okay? Now, I was born Haitian, and a lot of people believe that the voodoo religion is the personification of blood magic and ritualistic death and sacrifice. It is, but it is not within the parameters of baneful magic. This is what the world has taken the voodoo practices and made it into. They've made it into very baneful type practices. What true, as a Haitian, sac passe, noir boule to all my Haitians. What voodoo is a personification of our own laws, okay? It is the exaltation of the many different dark energy laws. Some would call demons, because they're powerful, they're strong, and they're blood related. To be honest with you, if you ask me, I would say Haitian magic is the base of all island magic. But that is what I have learned and studied. Okay? So when we're talking about voodoo magic, some people would think of it as baneful magic. But the original truth is, it is just a ritualistic practice of exalting our own laws. So please understand, everybody is going to have a different explanation of what each word in the English dictionary is. But if you do your due diligence, if you do your studying, then you yourself can get the true meaning of a word, of a situation, of a, what I call, time period. And you will either stand on the information you learned or you won't. People really don't like studying, so that's why they follow after what other people say. Listen, I'm a true reader. Let's talk cosmic law. If you are a true healer, reader, then you would understand that you are never to tell a client what to do. Because when you do cosmically, if you tell a client to go left and they were supposed to go right, then what you know, you owe. And for that client going left instead of right because you told them, these cards right here says you shouldn't take them back. These cards right here says you shouldn't take them back. And then they choose not to take that person back just because you said so. Then cosmically, you are now in debt for veering that client in the wrong direction. As a high adept reader, I never tell my clients what to do. What I do is I give them the options that is open to them within their situation, and I allow them to make that choice. I believe the same practice for teachers should be said, but remember, in this realm, the teacher has all the answers. Another lie they personify. The teachers have all the answers. Answer to question number 1, A. Answer to question number 2, B. Answer to question number 3, C. But a true seer, a true adept, understands, and a true magical teacher, because that's what I am. Because here at Zemyaza Healing Corps, we train witches to tap into their dark side. Something that is not ugly, something that should not be feared, something that is not bad, but just a part of us. No one has ever told you that you are one being with two polarities. If nobody hasn't told you that, I'm going to tell you that right now. Every person you meet, including yourself, has two sides to them. And they personify it in movies with an angel and a demon. What they don't tell you is that you have to take these two sides of you, the dark and the light, and learn through polarity. A great way to tap into your polarities, you really should check out the Hermetical principles. The Hermetical principles, oh my God, I'm dummy sometime, dummy as fuck. But when I read the Hermetic principles of polarity, it helped me understand what a lot of people call spirit, what a lot of people call the all, what a lot of people call the source. And it helped me understand that everything is polarity. I might even do a video on just the Hermetic principles themselves, because just the breakdown of those principles helps a mind understand how you can deal with life and with the emotions of life, and then you learn to balance it. Also connecting with the Egyptian belief of when you die, you have to ride the boat through judgment, and you have to meet Mayat to become light as a feather. Something to that effect. Forgive me, you guys. Again, I'm special. I'm artistic. So when it comes to recalling all of the things I've learned in my whole life since I was born, it's not as accurate as like a super smart person who retains everything, like an Einstein. But the part of the Egyptian belief of after death, you are judged through the lightness of Mayat's feather. In my elementary mind, I want to send love and light into the room. Thank you for all who has come in to listen. And if you have to go, thank you for taking that moment to spend the time with us as we release truth, knowledge, and balance chaos into your third eye. The part of the Egyptian story of you must be as light as Mayat's feather. When we're on that boat meeting the so-called death maker of Mayat on that death canal of death to see if we're going to go into the afterlife, I believe that's the heaviness in my elementary mind, the heaviness of all the things the world has taught us. All of the stress and worry that we were programmed and dealt with in living life. Because when you die, there's a certain level of letting go. There's a certain level of being light as a feather so you can transcend into the next life, into the next reincarnation, or into the next existence. This is why, for all you who don't know, I communicate with spirits, I communicate with energy. And a lot of our ancestors are stuck in between worlds because they refuse to let go of this human world. They're worried about their kids. They're worried about the lover that did them dirty. They're worried about that friend they left behind. They're worried about everything that they've left behind. And they're not mentally ready to move on to the next life. To be honest with you, all right, I'm going to share with you guys. Let me see if anybody has any question, seeing if Ting Ting had a response to the detailed question. When we are talking about death, a lot of our ancestors are trapped. When you die, you go into like, some people will call it purgatory. That's the only English word I can explain it. We are caught into like a purgatory because our dead mind can't grasp the fact that, oh shit, I'm dead. Oh shit, I'm not alive anymore. To be honest with you, if you get your magic and your enlightened game up, you can see, like we do, many spirits walking around thinking that they're alive. And they're not. They're dead, okay? They're dead. You know that movie with that cute little white boy? I think he's grown now. I see dead people. Yeah, like that. I do that, and I used to be scared of them, but I'm not anymore. Because these are just spirits that don't realize that they're dead, and they haven't become light enough to transcend into the next dimension, you guys. I know I'm talking over to a lot of people's heads, so you guys don't have to like respond or interact with me because I know my assignment. I understood the assignment. I understood the assignment. I understood the assignment. I understood the assignment. I know my assignment. So I'm at a point in my life where I realize the higher you get on this enlightenment journey, the more people fall off. So if you love your family, love your friends, love your promiscuous ways, love that green fiat money that's backed by nothing, continue living that sleeping zombie life. I believe when you come to earth, there's a power called free will. And this power called free will gives you the right to do and say as you please. Yeah, some people might not like what you're doing and what you're saying, but I'll go back to the cosmic law, free will. You come into this earth, you know before going through your mother's vagina that you have the right and that you have chosen not only the good things in you, because listen, a lot of people have many names for me: self-supremacist, masochist, eroticist. I'm a lot of things, yes, because I'm a woman. And when you understand that meeting a woman is meeting many demons, then you really don't know who you are, and you could really never keep one woman happy. But the gag is that you're either a woman who is controlled by her demons, or you are a woman who runs her demons. And I work very hard within my magic, within my enlightenment journey, to run my demons. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them down below. If you want to come into the room, I have no problem starting up a chat with you, just as long as you promise to be respectful and be open with the fact that all of us will not have the same ideologies. All of us will not agree to certain things. And once you let go the egos of, I don't believe in that, but I'm just, no worries, I'm going to let it rock, because that's what you believe in. What you believe in will never affect me. Believe that. And that's why I truly believe you can marry someone of a different religion and still have a prosperous relationship. Just as long as you don't disrespect my spirituality, I won't disrespect your lesser religion God. Oh my God, the sun and the moon is out together again. This is why I believe we live in a dome with many portals that can get you in from this realm to other realms, like Sedona, like the Arctic Circle, also like Turtle Island. There's a lot of portals in Turtle Island, like Hawaii. Because right now, this direction right here, I'm looking at a half moon, but behind me is the sun. Very good paranormal proof that we live in a dome. But that's just my opinion. You could take it or leave it. Your life, your choice, your rules. So as you go on this enlightenment journey, please understand that it's not about banging your programming, your belief into someone else. It's more so about knowing who you are and being okay with who you are as you move forward. During my love and light journey, I was so ego-filled with changing my clients and allowing them to see the light and teaching them to be gods and helping them to not make mistakes. And what I've learned is that you can't do the journey for none of them. And you guys, I'm not a $33 reader, baby. My clients pay $200 for me to read them. I'll say it again. My clients don't pay $22. Long time ago, I would charge like that. But I've evolved in my magic, in my knowing, in my growth of my enlightenment, that if you're not willing to drop $200 for your reading with me, then you don't have to get a reading from me. This is how sure I am with who I am and what I offer to not only my clients, but my Cyfer around me. Hey, love, thank you. Do you have any advice on walking away from parents who harmed me? Yes, walk away. Look, you guys, I was born into a bloodline family. I am of Haitian descent. My mother had the Haitian power gene, but she came into the world of the Americas, and she turned away from that and became very religious. To be honest with you, I believe she had a very scary dream about who I was and what I was going to become, to the point where she actually performed a lot of ritualistic magic to block me, some would say, to cleanse me from my demons, some would say. Spirit is telling me to tell you guys so you understand what I'm talking about when it comes to my family. Do you remember For Colored Girls by Tyler Perry? And that scene where the girl who's in Michelle Monet's video a lot, the yellow girl, and her mother was Whoopi Goldberg, and she was like, I'm going to cast these demons out of you. I'm going to cast these demons out of you. Very similar to that. You know, my mom went as far as taking me to a Babalao, trying to so-called cleanse demons that were supposed to assist me. But because the demons were fearful to her religious thought forms and her mindset, she thought she was helping me, but what she did was block me. But at the same time, she instilled in me a chaotic power that forced me to be pushed up against the wall and be the daemon, not demon, but the daemon that I am, and pull myself, muck after muck, that the magic she performed against me put me in. There's nothing like being put up against the wall and there's a gun put to your head. Because I've had those moments too. I remember when I was selling drugs in Hollywood, trying to pursue my music career. And this crackhead had a gun to my head. And he was like, bitch, are you ready to die? I was still religious back then. And I remember saying to him, even in my religious time period of enlightenment before I pulled out of religion, all I'm going to do is go to my maker, and my maker loves me. So you do what you have to do. I guess everybody around him knows him, because all of them said, it was like 4 people around us watching this nigga with a gun to my head. You guys, I was ignorant and naive back then. And you know, I was selling dope for the first time, and I was fearless. Since childhood, I was fearless. And everybody around him said, after I said that, I was like, you go ahead, shoot me. I will go to my maker. I will go to my maker. Everybody around me said real quick, nah, Debo, don't do it. It wasn't Debo. I don't remember the guy's name. But they said, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Yo, relax. I almost died that day. I almost died that day. My life, I would not change it for nothing. I've been through so much shit. But to answer your question, Queen, because I don't know if you could stay or not, so I want to answer your question before you leave. The best way to deal with parents who harm you is walk away. And know that there will be a time when you walk back. But until you are strong enough, until you're standing on your square, your Merkaba enough. Because in the beginning of the journey, your parents will push you off your journey because it's taking you away from what they have taught you. Hear me now. So this fills them with fear. This fills them with worry. You know, so of course they're going to buck at you. Of course they're going to try to stop you. Because if you are the chosen one, you are living, breathing, existing in your life way different from more than just your mother and father. From your whole bloodline. When you start moving different, when you start feeling different, when you start existing and accumulating different, the first feeling is, oh shit, what is she doing? Wait. What is she doing? You can't do that. No. You can't do that. So be okay with walking away, but walk away with love. Because for a long time, when I walked away from my family, I was full of hate. And what I learned was that hate hindered me. And until I did the shadow work, because I am a shadow teacher, forever student, here at Zemyaza Healing Corps, LLC, I understood that the only way they don't win, even if I disappeared forever, they would still win. It's very similar to what Tyler says. You forgive them, not for them. You forgive them for you. Because whether you say it or whether you express it or not, if you hold that anger inside of you, baby, it will eat up at you and it will tear you down. So there was a point in my journey when I did walk away from my parents, but I held contention. I had to get to a point where I said to myself and realized through the help of spirit, until you release this anger for your family not understanding who and what you are, they will always have a hold on you. They will always pull at you. They will always lock you down on your ankle, and they will forever be there. So I got to a point where I let go of the anger, because how is my mama going to teach me to be a witch, which is what I love to do, if she was afraid of her gift? Hear me now. And I was able to all my future witches out there. And I was able to take all of the gifts and blessings that my mom was afraid of and reversed it to me. I was also available and ready, and also did take all of the indigenous energies that my family really does not exonerate no more. Because they're Catholic. Because they're Protestant. Because they're Jewish. Because they're Pentecostal. Because they're not using them. You're in an ideology that comes from paganism, whatever religion you choose, and you're turning your back from the indigenous truth, which is we are gods. So I've learned from going from being scared to demons, to communicating with demons, to bringing them to my table and them working for me. So, like I said, to answer your question, the best way to deal with it, my love, is to walk away, but be okay with the fact that you had to walk away. And just know that on your journey, one day you're going to turn back to that family, to that lover, to that friend, and walk back to them, because what goes around comes around. What's that saying in Lion King? It's the circle of life, because it's a 360 degrees. Everything from the pine cones to a woman's vagina to what we see inside of a tree, everything is a spiral, and that spiral is the symbolism of life. If you could shrink anyone in the world, who would it be and why? If you could shrink anything in the world, who would it be and why? Who would you shrink, baby? Who would you shrink? No, seriously, who would you shrink? Because to be honest with you, to shrink anyone in my cosmic law is messing with their free will. Because to me, okay, I'm going deep, you guys, forgive me, because that's all I do. To shrink someone is to tear them down. To shrink someone is to change them into something that they are not. To shrink someone is to reduce what they were before. I'm not into baneful magic. I'm not into knocking people down. I'm into building people up. And maybe I went too deep with that silly question you were asking, but that's all I do is spirit. Anything you spit at me, I'm going to take it and translate it in spirit. Because if for guys who don't know and for girls who don't know, I don't consider myself human. I am an extraterrestrial for real. You're only looking at this human body of mine. Okay? You're only looking at this human body of mine. I am not human. I don't think human, to be honest with you. I believe I live life as a woman with autism. I don't have the face, the autism face. I don't have it, but I think and feel like an individual with autism. What is the definition of an individual with autism? Someone who lives within their own world. You know, radio. You know, radio. People with autism are not of this world. Shout out to Lilac. Shout out to Lilac. She's the only beautiful daughter, beautiful baby that I follow on IG. She is a teenager with autism, and her whole page is just showing the world how her mother takes care of this beautiful teenage girl with autism. I love her. Just like Lilac. I'm in my own world. I'm not of this world. I don't get caught up in what's going on around me. That's what saved me from my sexual abuse that happened to me so young that I don't even remember it. Because my spirit team made sure that I forgot it, because they knew who I was even before I knew who I was. Because to be honest with you guys, if I were to have remembered my sexual abuse, I don't think I would be the enlightened being that I am right now. And don't cry. Don't cry. I truly believe if I remembered my sexual abuse, whoever did it, I would be a different person. And I thank the spirits, which I think now my grandmother's telling me, wow. Okay, real quick, backstory. My mom has never liked my grandma because there was a moment where my grandma was babysitting me and I fell down a full flight of steps in her care. Ever since then, my mother has not liked my grandmother on my father's side. And Spirit is now telling me they had to make me fall down the steps so I would not remember what I went through, so I can focus on to what I was becoming. And I give respect and love to all the women and to all the men who have been sexually molested and remembers all of it and still become great people. There are so many people who have dealt with sexual abuse and still become great people. So I thank my spirit team knowing who I was before I did and using my grandmother as a vessel for me to fall down a full flight of steps. Because me falling down that full flight of steps allowed me to delete completely the abuse that I went through as a child. This goes back to you guys. Everything is for our good. There is no negatives. Every positive situation, every negative situation is for your good, whether you see it or whether you don't. The heartbreak of a karmic leaving you and having your ass pistol whipped. Yes, it hurts your heart, but it left your cipher open for you to get your wish fulfillment. And whether you choose to take that wish fulfillment or not, all the negative that happens in your life is set up for you to earn a lesson. Now, it's your choice whether you take the lesson or not. I'm one of those people who believe that even the worst situations are set up for your good. It is what you do with those worst situations is what makes or breaks you. Okay, what do you want to know about the ancestors? And now my internet won't cooperate. I remember you. Hey, Amanda, how are you? Of course your internet won't cooperate. I'm one of those TikTokers that are actually helping individuals and not dumbing them down. Never will you see me doing a makeup tutorial on mine. Never will you see me do individual readings on mine. I believe that reading someone's tarot is a sacred exchange that should be done privately and in the dark. Unless we're talking about collective readings where you're doing a reading for the collective. But individual readings, cosmic law, you're not supposed to do it out in the open where everybody can know your business, because then that may put you in cosmic debt if the wrong person hears information from someone or something else that shouldn't have heard that information. But thank you, Amanda, for coming through. I remember meeting you in, oh, wait, Amanda, you're the one I met. I don't really follow too many readers. I believe I met you in one room out of the 5 readers that I listen to because they're a part of my collective or whatever. Yes. Thanks for stopping by. That's what's up. You guys, I didn't want to stay on here too long. My main operative, because I have shit to do, like go to the piercer. But my main thing is another conversation sparked in me regarding demons, and I just wanted to relay to the outside society that not all demons are bad. Not all demons are nefarious. Not all demons want to see you dead and want to see you fail. When you learn to communicate with the demon side of you, they will be your strongest warriors. They will be your biggest goons. They will be the what they call in wars, the front line. Ready to die. Yeah, ready to die. But not until you stop being afraid of them. Not until you learn how to communicate with them. Not until you allow yourself to be at a peace to realize all the demon stuff you're scared about on the outside of you is also inside of you. And once you address the demon parts of you on the inside, none of the demons on the outside can really touch you for too long. I love my life. And shout out to all my crazy people, my bipolars, my schizophrenics, my hypersensitives, my depression people. If nobody hasn't told you, this is another lie that they personify on this earth. They purposely make you feel as if you are lesser than because we think different, because we feel different, because we move different. Remember I told you I'm very similar to Lilac. Love you, Lilac. I'm very similar to Lilac. As a woman with autism, I don't focus on the outside realm. I focus on the inside realm. And because I focus on the inside realm, I'm living and moving in the dark. And I can smell a liar from a mile away. Remember, you guys, I read the tarot, but I got to a point of my ascension, of my growth, that I've now become the tarot. And as a woman with autism, I feel my way through everything. I'm not good with English words. I'm not good with English words, because English words restrict. English words inhibits. English words block. But that's how it was made and created to be. So I live my life in my darkness, feeling my way through, living my way through, and trying my best to stay focused on me. Huh? Oh, you thought I was broke down, baby? No, I'm talking to my TikTok collective. Mahalo, thank you so much. That's sweet of you. Thank you. The car is fine. I took a break because it got really hot in the car. So I'm just jamming it up with my enlightened friends on TikTok. Oh, no, I'm not broke down, but thank you. I want you to have a wonderful day, and may an extra $50 come your way before you lay your rest down to go to sleep. Thank you for being kind, because not too many would stop. Yeah, not too many would stop for, a girl who's broken down. So thank you for that. Have a wonderful day, King. All right. Mahalo. Huh? You are in my video. Check me on TikTok, Dark Goddess 99. I'm live right now. Oh, you want your face? Okay. He wants his face on it, guys. Say hello. That's the nice man who was checking up on me to make sure that I wasn't broken down. What's your name? Thank you, King Reggie. You have a wonderful day, okay? Mahalo. Beautiful spirit. You see, you guys, when you become the tarot, it don't matter where you at. It don't matter what you're doing. It don't matter how much is in your pocket. When you live the tarot, help comes, and help comes in strangers. I just did a live that I wasn't able to upload on YouTube because my phone went dead. But literally, I was going to turn back on the trail because I was doing a live during my trail in a nature preserve. And I was getting cramps in my leg and I wanted to turn back. And then a stranger walked by on the trail. And because I speak to spirit deities, her spirits spoke to me without even her human body saying anything to me. Because remember, I've been talking to ghosts, to spirits since I was a child. And I remember the white girl who walked by me was like, don't give up. Just rest for a minute, wait till the cramp goes away, and then continue the trail to the end. And the white girl who passed me didn't say a thing, but she sent me a message because I'm like lilac, I'm in radio, I'm in my Einstein. I'm always inside of myself. I'm not caught up on the clothes. I'm not caught up on what people think of me. I'm not caught up on what I drive and what I live in, unless I'm in the process of building something. You'll see on your enlightenment journey that you'll get to a point that the higher you get on this mountain of learning who you are, the quieter it gets and the less people around you. So if you're not ready to be alone, don't do this enlightenment journey. Don't. Because in this enlightenment journey, you have to lose your mind. Hear me now, babies. You have to lose your mind before you gain your enlightened mind. Going back to what I was saying before, the guy stopped to see if I needed help because he thought I was broken down. When it comes to this enlightenment journey, you have to lose your mind before you gain your enlightened God stance. However you want to call it, whether you're becoming a God, whether you're becoming enlightened, whether you're becoming your conscious self. These are all different words to say that you're finding out indigenously who you truly are. And this path, you can get help, but this path, you have to choose and walk alone. And just to finish the thought that I was saying before, because I know I didn't finish it, they say bipolar, schizophrenic, multiple personality disorder, dissociative disorder, autism on the whole spectrum are lesser than people. I'm here to tell you that we are the adepts. We are the enlightened ones. And we are the ones in other realms making sure that the false principality governments in this realm don't overtake and kill all of our natural resources. Because that's what they're doing. They're killing the trees. They're killing our bugs, pesticides. Our food is plastic and fake, you guys. Plastic and fake. And until we realize where the world is going, you, like the world, is going nowhere. This is why growing your own food, living in your own monopoly, living in your own existence is important. Because for as long as you're attached to the grid, to the matrix, you will be forever connected and slave-like bound to the matrix. This is why they make you pay a water bill, a light bill, a food bill. They want you beholden to them. Okay? They want you beholden to them. Just want to see if there's any question. You know, of course we love being alone, because who's going to love you better than you? Okay, I want to talk about that, the being alone. Do you believe in carrying a protection weapon? Hell yeah. Check out my my Dark Goddess page. I saw a video about a woman who turned down 2 men after they tried to get her number. And then those 2 men got full of demon energy in them and kidnapped the girl. I believe in goddesses protecting themselves at all costs. I'm a cosmic traveler, meaning I travel literally to ignite my spirit. I go to different portals, different areas within the United States of America, and I basically turn into the phoenix in different locations. And with doing that, that puts me in a situation where I'm living and moving in my car. And this world is not a pretty world. So not only do I have knives in my shit, but I also keep a taser gun. And I also have a BB gun. And because of where I live now, I will soon own an automatic rifle. But that's later. Right now, my taser gun is enough, and my knives. I can do damage with a knife when it comes to, for protection, that is. To answer one of the listeners' questions, a lot of us is feeling lonely. Right now, we're going through a cycle of where they're putting people together and separating people, because it's either you're going to be of the matrix or not of the matrix. So they're purposely coupling people up so they can come together, because gone are the times where a single anybody will be able to prosper. There's going to be a part in the matrix to where you're going to have to be coupled up. I guess this is why I'm looking for my spiritual husband and my spiritual wife. Yeah, I want both. Spiritual union with the husband and a wife. Anyway, enough about me. As right now we're dealing with loneliness. So if you are lonely, the best thing you can do to get unlonely is work on yourself. Know who you are. Know what you love. Know your boundaries. Oh, we got the infinites coming at us. Know who you are. Know what you want. Know what you desire. Know where you're going. Because for as long as you don't know who you are, will be for as long as you will constantly go into karmic relationships that are unproductive, unruly, unexpansive, and very short-lived relationships. I answered that question. Yes, good. I answered all of them. Because we're all going through it. Because to be honest with you, I've been so lonely for so long. To be honest with you, I really don't know how to act around human people. I've gotten to a point where I rather be alone. But now I'm at a part in my life where I'm okay sharing my world with certain people. And so I'm on a journey now as a master teacher, which my twin flame taught me, that I don't have to do it alone if I don't want to. I thought I had to do it alone because I know I'm different. I know I vibrate very hard. I know people don't get me when they meet me. Shit, they don't get me the first couple of times they meet me. But if you allow an opportunity of getting to know me, you realize I may be a Lilith. I may be the goat. I may be even Baphomet to some people's eyes. But what shoots out of my darkness is pure ultraviolet rays. And I believe in cosmic law. And cosmic laws repeat. What's the cosmic law? Do no harm. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Do no harm. But cosmic law also says, when it comes to protection, you do what must be done to protect yourself. But I don't purposely harm no one. I'm too focused on the battle with self. I have no time to compete with a lover, with a family member, with a hating ass stranger who doesn't know me. None of that. I'm too focused competing with myself, because as a rapid evolving elitist, I'm always changing. I'm always evolving. I'm always transmuting. That's kind of hard to keep up with. Like, I get why people don't stay around me. I'm never mad at nobody who walks away from me or who doesn't choose me. I get it. We different. I get it. We different and we a lot. We get it. But we special. We anointed. We powerful. And we manifest like nobody's business on some old real shit. That's why a chick like me can have no money but eat like a king and go to sleep with a full stomach every fucking day of my life. You heard? And that is real. On some more real shit. But y'all don't hear me though. 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 Can I say thank you for all who came through in and out of the room? I appreciate you guys. Not too many people want to hear this heavy, heavy information. And I appreciate your fearlessness to listening, because there was a point in my evolution that I was so aggressive. There was a point in my evolution that I was so aggressive and so fuck with me and die, you know? That people never really transacted with me. They would just listen. They would never speak. I've evolved so much, yo. So much. So love into the room. Let me see if there's any questions. Oh shit. That is so funny. I am a time traveler also. I have passed through the Matrix. And Matt Phoenix, I am just a spiritual being. Why don't you come on in, Mark Lee, and let's have a talk, because we could definitely jab it up, because I'm a cosmic traveler for real. What's funny, I remember me coming into this world for the very first time. Some people would say, oh, that epiphany is just something you saw on TV. But when I had this dream, I was super young. And it's a dream that's never left my mind. And I didn't realize it was me coming to this earth until I heard the story of the descending of the fire angels, what you guys call demons. Another lie. What a demon is, from what I have studied, is the fiery angels that descended onto earth. They were now this is my studying. Everybody's story is different. So take what resonates with you and feel free to leave the rest. Or not. I remember in a dream, you guys, where I was in a spaceship. And that's the only thing I can call it. Because it was me and a whole bunch of dudes. And I was a man. I felt like a man. And I was sitting at the window of the ship. And I was just looking, very quiet, and contemplating what was to be done next. But I do remember, like, fucking 12 to 20 men, upset, angry, arguing with each other, at odds with each other. And me, I remember just sitting in the pod, just looking through the window, watching the stars as we descended what I now know was Earth from the galaxies. And again, I had this dream when I was super young, and I was like, what the fuck are we going to do? And I'm giving you the human version of the epiphany dream I had. And I was like, what the fuck we're going to do? And I just remember in the background, all the men fighting, the legions just fighting. And then it went black. And then I remember seeing Earth. I knew it was Earth because I remember seeing mountains. I remember seeing even the cold snow like on the top part of the mountains. I remember seeing grass closer to me. But then I remember, the entity I was in the body, which I think was the fire angels, they had heavy eye like power. Because I remember looking at the grass, and then I remember transmuting my eye, and my eyes became periscopes. And it's like I did a whole scan, very similar to Star Trek. It's like my eyes did a whole scan of the region. It's like I was scanning the whole region, seeing what was on the planet. And I remember scanning, and I looked at everything that was around. And then I was like, I need to scan farther. So I scanned even farther, and I peeped a female. And then I woke up. I was like, bow chicka wow wow. Bow chicka wow wow. I kid you not. I kid you not, you guys. So long story short, please understand that your dreams will reveal your past lives. Your dreams will reveal what other people are thinking and feeling about you. Your dreams will also reveal your parallel lives. When you are dreaming, if for all who don't know, when you are dreaming, your astral body, what some people will refer to as Merkaba, is traveling in between the dimensions. We speak about dimensions 1 through 13, but I believe there's more than 13 dimensions out here. Because as a time traveler, I have manipulated timelines in the future and in the past. Oh, that's what we were talking about. I was seeing if the guy wanted to come live with me to talk about his time traveling. I don't know if you have 1,000 followers to talk, but I'll say it again for the people who's coming in and out. If you want to chat and you want to keep it real and give your perspective, please feel free to do so. Because here we are a judgment-free zone. We understand that not everybody is going to agree with the information we give. Our only job, I approve the assignment. The only job we're supposed to do is share the information. It is up to you to matriculate it and use it with your free will, however you choose to free it. My last video, I got mad at a woman for being really disrespectful to me, and they shut me down for like a week because of it. And some people would say, TikTok is hating. TikTok is hating. Nah, TikTok showed me some shit. TikTok helped me realize that I'm not here for those people. I'm here for the people who are trying to connect the dots. For the people who are tired of feeling broken and used and want to feel stronger and want to feel better and want to be a god like X-Men. I feel like X-Men are our strongest like meta message on how powerful we are. I know for a fact that I affect weather everywhere I go. Every time I change locations, there's always some major weather situation going on because I'm always full of emotion going into a new location because I gotta accustom myself to the location. Give me 1 second. I must be speaking real because I need to clear my chakra systems. Let's see if we can. I'm going to give you some vibe out music. I didn't even notice that my music had stopped. Oh, they shut down my, there we go. How did it go on airplane mode? All right. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back. Vibe out. This is a third eye frequency vibration. Just by listening to this third eye frequency vibration, it will literally assist you in clearing your mind without me talking. Enjoy. Warning, you guys, warning. When you are looking, for all of you guys who don't know, binary beats and hurt frequency really assist with enlightening your mind, body, and soul. But be very careful on what hurt frequency you listen to. You can get a lot of them on YouTube. But please keep in mind that they sometimes do infuse these hurt frequencies with negativity and heavy sounds. So I want to Spirit is telling me to do so. I want to share with you ways that you'll know if the frequency is vibing with you. As soon as you listen to the frequency, your body should do like a relaxing. I have a list of different frequencies that I listen to, and every single one of them, it's automatic. It's nothing I have to prepare for. It's nothing that I have to relax and to get into. You know you're listening to the right frequency, the right vibration, because as soon as you hear it, you'll exhale. If your body gets tense, if your body gets rigid, then that sound is not for you. And you should then attempt to try to find another beat or frequency that vibrates more so on your frequency. But keep in mind, you might be so clogged with chaos that any frequency you listen to is going to make your whole body, that's the first time the dogs barked all day today. I didn't even know those dogs were there. That's the first time they barked since I've been here. Hi, babies. I didn't even know there were dogs over there till the family rode by them and made them bark. Yeah, so go by your feeling, go by how you feel, because there are some hertz beats that are not positive frequency of upliftment and building. Let's see. I want to make sure I answered everybody's question. Yes, I spoke about where would I recommend what? The real Slippy. Where would I recommend what? Every king is an ornament of the King of Kings. Very true. I like the way you said that, Jack. I felt relaxed. Okay, good. I heard a frequency yesterday in my ear, and once I heard it, I did have a relaxed exhale. That's good. And when you do the exhale, do it in a deep breath. As you listen to the beat, continue to breathe deeper and deeper. Yes, I also do one-to-one trainings as a spiritual life coach on how to meditate and tap into yourself. And you don't have to like if you don't want to. I'm one of those that believe if you want to send a like, thank you. I'm not on this channel. You're not going to ever hear me say, press that like button, press that like button. Because any channel I go to where it says, press that like button, I know you're searching for likes. And I know you're not on the vibration that I'm on. So I'm going to move on to the next video. I don't care how much I like the individual that I'm watching. So just know you'll never see me telling you to send me a like. You send me what you want to send me. You just being here is sending me love. Believe that. Can I ask what your headdress is? Oh, of course you can. My headdress, okay. I said before that I am a high priestess. And because I am completely bald, I transcended from wrapping my hair to covering my hair. And because of the fact that my hair is bald, and because I've transcended many initiations of being and living who I am, it has become a ritualistic practice that every time I reach a higher level in my practice of self-mastery, self-sufficiency, of this initiation of being the baddest me I can be, the baddest healer I can be, I am basically graduating myself, which is what the spirits told me to do, with a crown. And this crown I received right after finding out that my mother basically set me up to be homeless as I transitioned from one state to another. And I was in a situation where I was alone and homeless and I had no one helping me. But I did that, I survived that, and I moved on. And that's when this crown came in, when I transcended that hate and transmuted it into gaining not only what I lost, but more self-power within me. So basically, it's a graduation, initiation of a higher level of my craft. So if you see me with a different crown, just know I graduated some shit and I'm on a higher level. And I truly believe as a high priestess, my crown reminds me, which sometimes I do get into, reminds me to never be an ego and to stay the bloodline queen that I am. It's basically a sanctuary, a covering, a representation of the sacred goddess that you see here before you. You know, like what girls do with weaves, very similar. You see how girls get their lace fronts. I used to be one of them girls back in the day. And I do for certain occasions, like if I'm taking a trip, I might pop on a lace front, you know what I'm saying? But because I've been working so much, my spiritual lace front is my crown. And I think it's so funny. People don't know how to refer to it, because I get compliments all the time and they be like, I like your crown. Or, what's that on your head? My crown, baby, my crown. I think humans are funny. I really do. I think humans are funny. Because remember, you guys, I'm artistic. I'm radio for real. So I don't think and feel like other people. Oh, to find good relaxing sounds, check YouTube. Check YouTube. YouTube has a lot of different frequencies. Like I said, though, but test it first. When you listen to it, your body should acclimate to it immediately. If you get tense, or if you get impatient with the sound, or if a whole bunch of things start happening that doesn't allow you to sit down and listen to the sound, that's not the sound for you. Go on to another sound. Okay? Good. If nobody has no more questions, I'm gonna close the circle. If nobody has no more questions, I'm gonna close the circle. Can I lay my hands on y'all real quick? Don't worry, these are some powerful motherfucking hands, and they more than anointed. They spit fire, baby. This is why I'm also a Tantra master. There are individuals that come to me for healing. You got a demon inside of you. Your body doesn't feel unaligned. You got a blocked chi somewhere that's giving you discomfort. You have hidden, what's the word? Hidden inner traumas that need to be released. These magic Reiki hands got what you need. But please keep in mind, I give a warning. I can turn down any client I choose. Right now, my business is closed because we're in the process of expanding our business. But once we reopen again, we will be offering energy work and also private lessons for my dark goddesses, because my course was built for an online base, but because my business is closed, I have to transmute it into a private, like, off-grid retreat situation for my future dark goddesses. Because here at Zemyaza Healing Core, we believe in legacy building. And we also believe that even the dark side of magic should be taught, even though people don't really understand it. And please understand, as a teacher, you're always put in a situation where your student can come back and use the magic that you've taught them against you. And what we've learned at Zemyaza Healing Core is that when we adapt the lessons, the true cosmic lessons, and when we know and practice the true cosmic lessons, no witch that I've taught or who tries to work against me can ever knock me down. Because here at Zemyaza Healing Core, we don't die, we multiply. To my spiritual husband, to my spiritual wife, we out here and we waiting. To all who is in the room, please understand, we are sending you dark energy magic to assist you in your growth, to assist you in your enlightenment journey, and to assist you to ignite the light that is inside of your darkness, so you achieve a polarity, a balance of your angel and your demon. May you move on with positivity and love, but may you also have the skill set of a warrior to execute anything that tries to stop you within your journey. Amunet Ra'et. Ashe yo. Ashe yo. Ashe yo. Ashe yo. You guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and we will see you in the next video, Behind the Veil, with me, Zaza Mambo-ish. Love and light and bliss and fire. Okay, we're done. How do we turn this off? I'm always cut out in videos. Oh my God, there's 300 people in the room. Oh shit. Oh, I'm nervous now. Time to go. I didn't see how many. Yo, it's time to go. Bye, everybody. There's 300 people in my room. It's time to go. Now, you guys made me shy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You guys made me shy. How do you turn this off? Thanks for stopping by, you guys. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. You guys are making me shy. See you in the next video. Thank you, you guys, for stopping by. You made my day. Thanks for giving me love. Because this hypersensitive needs it. On some old real shit, as a demon daughter, I think I'm touch depraved. So thank you. Thank you, you guys, for touching me by your presence here. because I don't get touched enough. I guess that's why I'm looking for a spiritual husband and a spiritual wife. So thank you for energetically touching me. I needed the love. Thank you so much. See you soon. Oh my God, 300.